I'd like to welcome everybody today to our promotion ceremony and, unfortunately, our retirement party for Deebo. We're going to kill two birds with one stone today. But first of all, before we do that, I would like to take a moment of silence for retired Police Chief Ken Ott. Ken used to work here for our police department. As a matter of fact, if you look at the plaque on the wall over there for the Exchange Club Officer of the Year, in 1966, he was the very first Officer of the Year that we had recognized through the Exchange Club of Saginaw County. You can take a moment of silence. Thank you very much. As I mentioned earlier, this is the promotion ceremony for Rob Adams. Rob's worked very hard, very hard to get promoted. Been here a long time. We'll go through that in a few minutes. And then also Deebo retiring. Unfortunately, Deebo's days are coming to an end because Rob is going to move on to supervise people here at the police department. Here today, we have Rob's parents, Tom and Glenda. Right here in the corner, you want to raise your hand so everybody can see you? Tom and Glenda. Tom used to be a sergeant with the Ferris State University Police Department, now retired. We know where Rob got the background of wanting to be a police officer from. And Tiffany, Rob's wife, they were just married in last September. Tiffany? And Tiffany's hanging out at Deebo right now. Rob attended the Ferris State University, graduated their academy, started here at the Saginaw Police Department in 2009. Rob went on in 2012 to join our emergency services team. In 2013, he became a detective, worked with our prosecutors in working homicides and all types of different cases within our police department. Then on September 2nd, 2016, he became a K9 officer. That's when Deebo came into the picture. And boy, did things change for Rob at that point. All of a sudden, there's national fame everywhere with Deebo. Deebo loves to be in front of the cameras. He's a great K9, and Rob really played on that well. Deebo did very good for our department. I'm sure he's going to do good things for our department into the future. We'll talk about Deebo a little bit more as we go on. Some of the accolades that Rob has had over the years. Rob has been Officer of the Month in August of 2018, May of 2019, June of 2000, and December of 2000. Ultimately, in 2021, Rob joined Chief Ott on the Exchange Club for Officer of the Year. Last year, Rob was our Officer of the Year for the Saginaw Police Department. He has several life-saving awards in 2018, 2019, meritorious unit citations in 2013, 14, and 16, and many more accomplishments and rewards, too many to mention at this point in time. Rob has done a very good job here at the Saginaw Police Department. He's worked very hard, very dedicated to the citizens of Saginaw, and it is an extreme honor to have him sworn in as a sergeant here at the Saginaw Police Department. An extreme honor. Chris, could you step forward? Our clerk.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully perform
and I will faithfully perform
the duties of
the
Office of Police Sergeant for the City of Saginaw,
for the City of Saginaw,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. If we could have Tiffany step forward, Rob's wife, and of course, Deebo. Congratulations. Our prosecutor, John McColgan, would like to say a few words, if you could step forward.
Morning, everyone. Congratulations, Rob.
Thank you, sir.
I've had the pleasure and honor of working with you the whole time you've been here in Saginaw as the city prosecutor and as the county prosecutor, and look forward to many more years of working with you.
I will be here.
Keep
Thank
it
you.
up. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you very much. This is a great moment for Rob to remember when you first become a supervisor, your first level of leadership within the police department. The officers on a shift are going to look up to you. They're going to look up to you for support and training and guidance as they do their job. It's the first level of motivation within the department for the officers. The sergeants work with the patrol officers 99% of the time. 99% of the time. There's very, very little interaction with the lieutenant. Most of the interaction is with the sergeants on a daily basis. They're the ones that give all the guidance to patrol. So I wish you well in the future. Please, we have a lot of new officers here. They need a lot of training. They need a lot of support so that they can do their job properly. And that's, I've always looked at the sergeant as the support mechanism for the officers. The officers can't do their job without the support of the sergeant. So go forward, make this a great place to work like it always has been, and continue to make it a great city and keep our citizens as safe as we possibly can. Thank you. I'm going to give Rob, in a few minutes here, we're going to give him an opportunity to say a few words. But before we get there, I got to say a few words about this little guy sitting next to me right here, Deebo. We have a lot of K9s here at the police department. We've got 5 total. We've really increased the number of K9s we've had here since I took over as chief. And through the years, we've had some K9s that have gained recognition. A lot of people know that name of the dog from years past. But I'll tell you, I've never heard of as many people that know Deebo. Deebo has been on national news. Deebo has just been everywhere. Campaigns, you just had a campaign, I'm sure you can talk about a little bit, with on a some sort of dog food campaign to earn money with Deebo's picture on it, which drew national recognition. There's a lot of things that Deebo has done over the years. Deebo came to us in 2016 through Rob, and Deebo came from Clare. The police chief in Clare, if I'm not mistaken, was a K9 handler and raised Deebo and trained him. Rob went there for several weeks, I remember, and you trained with the police chief there and their people and Deebo so he could come back here and serve. And I'll tell you, that's one of the greatest things that we've ever had. Deebo's a really good dog. I personally, and maybe it's because Deebo works day shift, you don't see the other dogs as much that work on nights, and Deebo's face is everywhere, because our other dogs do great things. God, they do great apprehensions. They do great in looking for children that are lost, elderly people that are lost, chasing, following bank robbers, you name it. They've done just about everything over the year. But Deebo, I get to look at all of the pursuits we have, all of the activity that the officers do, and I'm watching Deebo and Adams. It's got to all come back on the handler for the training. But this dog's got a nose. I have seen so many counts where he has tracked people for sometimes up to 2 miles. And I hear officers in the background, no, he lost him. Rob keeps going. And they find a guy hiding underneath a tree in a bunch of vegetation. He followed him the whole way. And I mean, it's just outstanding. This dog has done some great things in its career, just great things. And I look to our future dogs to do things just as good as Deebo has. Deebo's basically a leader for the other dogs to show our other K9s how to do it and what to do. He's done a great job, just outstanding. Rob, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Chief. Yes, Deebo came here in 2016. He's made a lot of friends. As you can see, these people aren't here for me, they're here for him. Some of the people he's touched has been great. Some of the people that he's touched has bitten they don't think so. But he's been very successful. Glad to have you all here. We appreciate it. You all can come give him some pets and hugs here when we're done. Deebo's brother Emmett will intervene because he likes the pets and hugs more than Deebo does. But thank you on the promotion. It's been great working with a lot of officers here, and we'll continue to do good things. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you very much. No time is going to be wasted. Rob is going to be starting a night shift tomorrow night as a supervisor. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That will conclude our promotion ceremony today. I greatly appreciate it. We will be having a few more promotions coming up in the next couple of months. There are several sergeants that are retiring this year. The reason we have this promotion is Sergeant Jim Walney is retiring after 26 years of service here at the police department. And again, we have a couple more promotions coming up in the next few months for retirements. So stay tuned. Thank you for coming. Have a good day.